Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road 100, where today we are in the Howling Pit, and you can see this place is pretty massive, and none of this build set here is meant to be doing an adventuring set. All of this is meant to be for the executioner fight, and we'll, just to show you kind of how it goes here for adventuring. It's okay. It's nothing to really write home about at all. You know, to understand how fast to play this encounter here. And the reality is that you know, most of the time you're simply just getting to a point here where you want to engage these guys as fast as possible and stuff, and you want to make sure that you know, engage them quickly and quietly and not you know, encounter multiple enemies all at once. But the reality is that here in the Howling Pit, Pierce is not what you want to be going for typically. Typically what you want to be doing is Crush, but that's completely fine. We're able to make it through pretty simply here, all things considered. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Out of nowhere, a halberd comes through the wall. But we really don't have any defenses to speak of, and as you can see, because we are running an alleviated Venus Claw here, our defenses are extremely poor. So this is not really meant for adventuring, fighting like multiple enemies. There is no reason to be doing this. Whoops. I got stuck on a wall over there. And this is not really what this build is meant to be doing, because the executioner fight provides you know, all the opportunity we are going to need in order to you know, get around her playstyle. Her playstyle is exceptionally fast, and if we can meet that playstyle by playing a fast version of ourselves, and let me show you a nice combo with the Impaler here. I don't know why that guy is still following me, but if you do the Impaler, light attack, alternate light attack, you can continue to repeat that, and it becomes an all-piercing weapon. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and so you can see that you have a constant stream of piercing attacks, and for most enemies that can be devastating. The regular attack string for this is to 1, 2, and then a slash, and so mixing those damage types is not exactly great for this weapon. Since this is a piercing weapon, you want it to do piercing things. And for example, on this fella, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then typically 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then you can get a dodge in afterwards. 1, 2, 3, and then a dodge, or you can go regular. Oh, whoops. You can go a regular light attack and then a alternate attack, and you can just alternate between those two over and over and over and over and over, and kind of make a constant piercing action. The problem with it is, right, that most of the time you are not in a position to recover from that. So if we go 1, 2, 1, Whoops, we missed. So you can see there that we took care of most of his HP very, very, very quickly there. So 1, 2, and that does have a knockdown built into it, which is nice for lighter enemies. And so you can see that if you want to be doing pierce damage all the time, you can make that happen by making sure that you just repeat the piercing motion over and over. And as you can see there, you can knock folks down. Okay, let's go ahead and launch him a little bit. Okay, good. And now let's see if we can get our bearings here. He's gonna explode, that's fine. Okay, let's let his little bubbles here ruin themselves. Whoops. Okay. Okay, and let's go ahead and launch him again. And you can see that having the launch attack here is super, super helpful. Whoops. Except for when we don't get it off and we delay too long. But having the pierce attacks back to back, it works fantastically well. The only problem is that if you aren't facing an enemy that can be knocked down, obviously that does have some problems with it. Okay, so he's already active, which is fine. He's gonna come out. Okay, and we will grab the key. And we're not really interested in fighting this guy. We are more interested in fighting the executioner, because that is the interesting part of this area and everything that this build is meant and designed to do. It is meant to take advantage of the fact that the executioner has a setup where you want to dodge a lot, and you don't want to necessarily be standing in a toe-to-toe fight with her, because she will absolutely ruin you. Oops, okay. Ouch. Well, that was unfortunate. So as you can see, pretty much everything is going to destroy your health bar immediately. There is really no coming back from any one of these hits, but the nice thing is during the executioner fight, there is lots and lots of room to move around, and so you are able to take great advantage of the arena and your very, very low cost in stamina, and so you are going to be able to dodge around and make your way through each of her attack sets pretty easily, just because of the fact that you're able to move, have such high maneuverability. And you can see that we do pretty big damage to this guy just in the regular attacks here. Okay, and that is where we are going to mainly score our victories here, is the fact that we can move around the arena so fast because of how agile and mobile we are going to be. So I'm just trying to zoom through here quickly, and we'll get to the executioner. Typically later on in the game, there's really no reason to be playing the levels and such. The main thing is to figure out how to get around the bosses as fast as possible, and this is going to be one of those times. And as you can see, running over here, we have a huge amount of stamina that we are able to take advantage of with no real ill effects here. So this will be a really, really great setup for what we are going to be doing. And this is where you get the Impaler down there in that treasure chest. And the Impaler is not a great weapon choice for the Executioner, because you'll see that that here in a second we will be attempting to actually do some big damage. Because we are doing pierce damage, obviously that is a no-no. You do not want to be doing pierce, you want to be doing crush. But I will show you here that this kind of gameplay and game ability set here is very, very good. Even though we have pierce attack damage. Okay. And having that quick mobility is going to be so very useful for this. Okay. Okay, let's get all our buffs going here. Ouch. Oh, come on, I didn't get the parry. I don't agree with that at all. Okay. And you can see that she is staggering way more than normal. Okay, now let's run away. No problem there. And let's run back over here. And because we are quick mobility, we are able to run through here. Whoops. And we followed her around in a circle accidentally. So you can see that if we had 35% more damage, her entire health bar would have been almost depleted. We would have been very, very close to victory there. In the first run, but because we are intentionally hampering our damage output by doing pierce damage only, pretty much, we are having a really tough time with putting out that amount of damage that we are going to need. However, it is really impressive that this build set can actually pull this off in this kind of manner, because it is so difficult to get close to her, and having a ton of stamina management while being able to move around, that is where things are going to be super in our favor here. Oh, come on. I dodged. And you can see that's why we have our abilities there to, our abilities there to use focus. And so since we can get focused pretty much whenever we want after like 1 or 2 dodges, we are able to have 2 bars of stamina from morale boost and focus recovery. We're able to get all of our stamina back very, very quickly, where we were using Serene Stance before, and now we are able to get that stamina back very, very quickly and easily through gauging our focus bar as well as using morale boost. So very, very nice. And you can see that I guess we should start with our defenses here, and then we will go for some gifts later on. So okay, let's take it a little bit slower, not as fast. Okay, that was a mistake on my part. You typically only want to do 2 attacks, because the 3rd attack will get you into trouble here. Okay, good. Whoops. Alright. Okay, let's get in here. Get this going. Whoops. Okay, I thought she was doing something there. Okay. We are missing her abnormally a lot. Okay, let's back up and let's go for some heals here. Okay, let's just run over here. And let's head back in here. Oh, come on, I dodged. Okay, whatever. Okay, I thought I parried. Apparently, my inputs are not being read as I'm pressing them, or I'm just like a millisecond too late or something. I guess that's just the way the cookie crumbles this time around. But this kind of... what the heck was that? Like, pressed like 12 buttons at once, even though I was pressing one button? Sometimes the game does that. I don't know why. I think it's a glitch in my keyboard. But oh well. So the interesting part, see like there I pressed 4 and it pressed escape. I don't understand. Anyways, so what's strange and different and exciting about this build set is that typically you are trying to, you know, okay, I didn't think I was that close, is that you're always trying to conserve your stamina. And because you are able to dodge a very quite a bit, you're able to get around and move in and out of the different scenarios very fast. And as you can tell, it's getting me into trouble here a little bit. But we'll make it work here in just a little bit. Okay, let's try and actually do this without getting cut in the face and getting destroyed. So you can see that it's basically a one-shot and it's a restart. So you kind of have to play, you know, over and over. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Okay, awesome that we got another knockdown. Alright, let's run away. Okay, we got full stamina back. Oops. And because we are doing pierce damage, we are able to like, whoops, we are able to like stop her from doing a lot of things because it is much more devastating to her balance than normal. Okay. Oh, shoot. That was pretty horrible. Okay, slow is a horrible mechanic to play with. Okay, there we go. Okay. And let's just go ahead and heal. And as you can tell, she would be already dead if we were playing not Pierce. Oh, we just ran out of our ability there of blood-sucking blades. Unfortunate. Oops. Okay, I guess let's heal again. Okay, well, she is not making this easy by any means this time. That's kind of unfortunate. But that's okay. Okay, I thought I parried. I guess it was right over my parry window. So you can see there that she was down to 30% HP or so. They're about 35% HP. That is her defense for Pierce is 35% in phase 2. So if this would have been any other weapon, we would have won. So that is the power that she has against Pierce, and the damage deficit that we are in right now as compared to other builds and other weapons and other movesets. So that can be pretty daunting, but the reality is that if you have enough mobility to move around and get in close and get away with like 1 or 2 or 3 attacks and then back up, you can actually make it pretty decent for how you go about engaging. Okay, let's go for a charge attack, because it's good. But because she is so skinny, oh, whoops, a lot of times you end up missing your attacks here. And that is really unfortunate. And you can see how fast you can actually get those attacks off very, very, very fast, which is great. Okay, let's go for some items here and make ourselves even that much faster. Okay, there we go, we got focused. Oops. I got a little excited there. Okay, and we need all of our gifts up and running here again. So we'll spend a little bit of time just getting buffs going. Okay, good. What? My character was in the middle of the parry frames, unfortunately. Okay. And you can see that Chariot Rush is absolutely... okay, I was in parry frames again, and she somehow overrides that. Okay, we were stuck on the wall. Unfortunate there. But you can see how fast Chariot Rush comes out in between your attack frames, and the attack windows between the piercing attacks is very, 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 very generous. It is really a fast weapon. and in between each of the dodges and such, you can get off typically like 2 or 3 attacks back to back to back. Very, very, very nice attack strings. But Pierce is obviously the very, very poor choice here for the Executioner. But it is such a fun weapon. Oh, whoops. A fun weapon to play that you can't ignore it as anything but super fun. So let's get stamina. Okay, I was in parry frames again. Alright, not a horrible first round there, but still pretty bad. And if you can pull her into corners, you can get all the way over to another corner of the arena to make sure that you have plenty of distance. After every one of those parries, it is a free chariot rush. Okay. Whoops. I was a little bit too close. And having the quick mobility here really puts a lot of things in my favor for being able to... oh, come on. I couldn't even move. It puts a lot of things in my favor to be able to move in and out of her distances, because 1 or 2 dodges will put you a very, very considerable distance away from her. And this is why playing a specific weapon just for the comfort of the weapon is not necessarily a great thing. A lot of people have asked me, you know, like, what's the best this, what's the best that? This is an exact representation of why everything in Vayne is situational, and this is not exactly the situation you ever want to be using this weapon for, the Executioner. But that's okay. We will make it through here. Okay, great. So you can see there that we definitely had her on the ropes. Whoops. Okay. Apparently, parries only work, not when I want them to. There again, focus recovery giving us an entire bar of stamina for free, which is great. Okay, let's get a W this time. Come on, Executioner. And typically going in circles around her is like where you want to be. Okay. Oops. Oh boy. Okay, let's let her do some slippy slides. Oops. Okay, let's back up here a little bit. Alright. Come on, girly. I thought I parried. Oh boy. And here is where quick mobility definitely comes in super handy, is for times like that, where, okay, can't parry everything all the time. The Executioner is definitely one of those fights where it can feel very, 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 very difficult, and then you can switch a couple of things, you know, and then things can turn in your favor very, very, very quickly. And switching Chariot Rush into Blast Bolt, you'll see here that will go from Pierce to Lightning Crush, and it's in a marked improvement over our 1242 dark value here, and it makes all the difference in the world. And this can combo with your moveset very, very well. And as you can see, like, Ichor is not really our problem along the way here. It's just the fact that we need to, you know, not get hit all the time. Okay, never mind. Good grief. She is just making today a miserable experience. But that's the Executioner, and that's how she rolls. I'm not cutting any of this because I think it's important to see that, you know, certain builds and certain playstyles, like, they're just not, even though this would, like, work wonders on Oliver, this build right here, if you took this to Oliver and played against him, you would have an entirely amazing experience. But here versus the Executioner, because we're doing Pierce against her, this is an absolute nightmare. But that is the nature of how, you know, how Vayne goes, is that not everything is what you think it should be. Okay, awesome. Okay, and we'll wait till the balls start flying towards us. There we go. Oh, she's not doing another attack there. Oops. I definitely thought I had her there. Oh boy. That was close. Let's see what she's gonna do. Whoa, that was fast. But you can see the damage difference already. We had her down to like below 25%. So she was about 22% or so. Just a huge improvement over what we had last time, just because of the damage difference. And if our weapon, again, we're basically doing a boss with a 135% HP level here instead of 100% HP level. So very, very poor choice, right? But that's sometimes what you get in Vayne when you get to a point where you're trying to play, you know, different play styles or different gifts or different options, and you might think like, well, this is a really fun method or whatever. But the reality is that if you're not okay, I was in parry frames. If you're not built for the situation exactly, you're gonna have a really hard time playing each position that you need to. And you can see there that my dodge was buffered into the system because I dodged immediately after she attacked. Okay, let's get some stamina. Okay, excellent. What? Okay, game, whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and heal. And you can see how much distance you need to cover between attacks and stuff. Oops. And especially right now, you need to cover the entire arena fast, and dodging is an exceptionally amazing way to get to move across the entire arena here. Ouch. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, and again, need to move away very fast, very far. Quick mobility is incredible for doing that. Okay. So even though our even though our attack pattern is not fast at all, the reality is that our gameplay style is very fast because of having the ability to dodge and everything. And you can see again, just a couple of times trying here with Blast Bolt, huge success with Chariot Rush, even though it's faster and it's insanely good. Because it is Pierce, it's losing 35% of its overall damage, which is a huge hit for the spear. And so I really do approve of this spear. It's one of the best in the game, if not, well, it's, you know, you've seen the tier list, but for right now, this is a pretty intense build set. And again, you can see we have pretty much no defense against Slash and Crush and Pierce, which is all that she does. So anyways, pretty long one here because Miku decided to make our lives a little bit more miserable than normal, but having that 52 value on our weight to make us quick mobility is super important to make sure that we are at a position of quickness and to get in and out around all of her attacks easily and quickly. And it's interesting to use focus recovery as a stamina regenerator as well as morale boost, so you can kind of get stamina on the go if you need it. And having 241, this pumps us up to 291, so it's a very, very, very complementary set of skills here to Hephaestus. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Despot. That should be a little bit more bizarre, so we'll see you then. Bye.